Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed last week's or last night's game. Last night's games, I should say. Uh, my God, the Detroit Lions are the NFC North champions. Uh, yeah, is this a start of something? Is this the start of something that's going to be more? Now they just need to uh, get closer to that number one draft, uh, not number one draft, number one seed. Of course, right now they're considered second seed, but you still have to see what Philadelphia and the um, oh gosh, the San Francisco 49ers do today. So, but in saying that, what do I think the Lions need to do in order to advance more in the playoffs? Um, I think they need Jameson Williams need to become as dependable as Jefferson. Uh, I just think that you need that type of a receiver. Jameson Williams' speed is outstanding. And now I know they got to get the connection between him and Golf. But if Jameson Williams can become as reliable, and this is what the Lions need. This is why they got Jameson Williams when they did. This is why they moved up in the draft and got him, was to be that type of dependable player, like you had Jefferson, like you had Calvin Johnson, Terrell, T.O. You know, that's what they need. I mean, yes, they have St. Brown. St. Brown is great. This is not a knock against St. Brown at all. But if you could get Jameson Williams, that deep threat, uh, the Lions would be and I'm talking about Mr. Reliable, Mr. You're going to throw it 95, 98% of that time. Him and Goff's going to connect, and actually complete the deal. Hey, this this could really be something, and that's why Brad Holmes brought him in. That's why with the type of speed, with the generational talent, they brought in Jameson Williams. They want him to be that deep threat that is not only a deep threat, but that is the dependable deep threat. Hey, I hope everybody's enjoying the holidays. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are enjoying things enjoying time with your family. Because that's what the holidays, of course, the holidays are about. Basically, the main reason we have the holidays is the birth of Jesus Christ and stuff like that. But this is not this is not a church show. This is a show for sports. But yeah. So if they can get, and I mean, hats off to Kirby Joseph, hats off to Emmanuel Fanto, coming through. Uh, hats off to Jameson Williams, St. Brown. These people just really did their job yesterday. They did their job. They got into a place that just went ahead and took it to them. Yes, they didn't go ahead and slaughter. Yes, it went to the end of the game. But we got to remember, that the they're playing against a pretty tough defense. I mean, this defense that they got now is, that Minnesota has right now, it's just so tough. And the Lions were still able to score 30 points on that defense. So that's something to be credited. Could have been a different story if Kirk Cousins would have been there. It very well might have been a different story. Who knows? We will never know. Um, it could have been a different story if T.J. Hawkinson wouldn't have been injured. T.J. Hawkinson is known for getting injured. Us as Lions fans know that he had gotten injured every year. I'm not knocking him for this, but that was one of the things that was one of the problems is with him with DeAndre Swift. You couldn't keep them healthy on the field. You know, the Lions are a good group of people, a good, great group of players, and now they took care of business. Now I would love to see them going to Dallas and win. That's what I want to see. I want to see them going to Dallas and win that game. Bring it on to them. You know, uh, so it's going. And I'm not saying it's going to be hard because I've seen what Dallas has done to teams. I've seen how they have really took it to teams. And but hey, if the Lions indeed are going to make it in the playoffs, they got to beat teams like Dallas. Even though it will be at home, even though the playoffs, if they meet Dallas more at home or in the playoffs, it will more than likely be at Ford Field. But you got to beat teams like that in order to go far in the playoffs. You got to be because hey, we could end up playing the Seahawks. Who knows? We could end up playing the Rams. We could end up playing. There's a lot, and you can't always be. Oh yeah, I don't want to play that team. I don't want to play that team because they're too strong. We could end up playing the Vikings again. Who knows? What could end up? It depends on how things develop. Because remember, in the NFC North so far, the Lions have, even though they're champions, uh, each NFC North team so far they have won the first game and lost the second game to the NFC North team. And we do play um, the last game of the season, Minnesota at Detroit. And this could be for uh, Minnesota's making it into the playoffs, depending on what they do against Green Bay next week. You know, um, so we will take a look at other games. Uh, I do want to go ahead and change this banner at least for a little while because hey, we do gotta. We're celebrating two things today. We're not only celebrating Christmas because hey, that's one that we want to celebrate for sure, but we also gotta celebrate this. And we want, and it's not there. Yeah, Lions win the NFC North. I had made a ticker, but for some reason it didn't stay. Uh, but yeah, Lions win the NFC North. Uh, that's the thing to celebrate. They have never won the NFC North. Last time they won it was the NFC Central. Uh, you know, um, but for Lions to get for the Lions to get go from a 3-1 season under Dan Campbell in 2 years. This is third year. They almost made the playoffs last year. This year they went ahead and got the NFC North title. I want to see them. Another reason I do want to see Lions beat Dallas next week is for two reasons. Uh, of course, you know, uh, going to the um, keeping the winning streak alive and proving that you can beat teams like Dallas at their place, and also keeping it, um, keeping the drive to try to win that number one seed. You know, um, have all games go to Detroit. It would be great. It'd be great to have have the lines with the with everything going through through Detroit. Um, that's what we want to see. I don't want to go over to um, I don't want to go over to what you call it, San Francisco, and need to play there for the NFC Championship. Who knows? But it could happen. You know, it could happen. Also, if the Lions beat Dallas, then in the same amount of games, um, in in a 16 game slot, and they will go 12. They would be 12-4, and that would also tie the record with when they had the run and shoot. Would tie that record in week 16. Uh, it would be great for them to go, go 13-4. I would love that. I want to see them win these last two games. You know, but hey, what do you guys think? We're gonna look around and of course, today's game. There was already one game that finished up today, and that was where the Raiders ended up was held off the Chiefs. The final was 20-14 Raiders at Arrowhead Stadium. So Chiefs are kind of reeling a little bit right now. The New York Giants hold the lead over the right now the Philadelphia Eagles hold the lead over the New York Giants at Philadelphia, 7-0. Uh, Later on today, we will get the Ravens going ahead, and we'll go to it used to be Kansas City Park, but it's not anymore. But we'll go into San Francisco and play the 49ers. This is going to be, this is probably going to be the game of the week. So we're going to be seeing that. So we're going to any questions, comments, concerns about the show. Yeah, and I seen a few people stop, and I appreciate you guys taking time out to listen to me on Christmas Day. I really do. Uh, and I don't know how long I'm going to be on today. Uh, I'm I'm probably not going to stream this whole game or anything like that. I am kind of watching the game, so if you hear noise in the background, it's just. But I'm not really streaming or doing the stream to do the Philadelphia stream. Um, Giants Giants are with the ball right now with Philadelphia. Uh, so hey, okay, let me get. All right. Well, hey, yeah, like I say, congratulations to congratulations to the Raiders. What brings out the maniac in you, man? I tell you, that was a great job, great uh, job. You had the Lions were able to, basically pick out pick off Minnesota's quarterbacks. That was great. Seeing that, awesome. Uh, but we are, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna go ahead and split the screen because I do got the full games that were played this week and the results. It's that are currently done. Um, so, but I do want to thank everybody for coming in and watching. It's really great. I hope like I say, hope everybody is enjoying the holidays with the family. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. And this is one of the you know. Okay. So, 16 of 18 is week 16 of 18. Start out with the Saints. Ended up losing to the LA Rams, 22-30. Bengals lost to the Steelers Saturday, 11-34. Uh, Bills went ahead and edged out the Chargers, 24-22. Jets had a commanding win had a commanding lead over the Washington Commanders early in the first half, but still needed to come back at the end to kick a game-winning field goal against the Commanders because they were losing 27-28, but the game-winning field goal brought the Jets to 30-28. Of course, we got to see um, Aaron Rodgers going at and cheering them on. Of course, we all know this game. Us Lions fans do. The Lions 30-24 over the Vikings at U.S. Bank Stadium. That was great showing by the Lions. You know me. I would have loved to seen it more dominant. I would. Uh, because that's the way I am. I love I one of the things that I get enjoyment out if it's a rival team. I want to see them kick their butts. I mean, that's just the way I am. I don't want to see them uh, let them hang around, go to the end. I mean, some people that's what they love. But I mean, being a Lions fans, we have seen too many times that has backfired against us. Where Lions have lost instead of won those too many times. So that's why I want to see the devastation that would be brought. Um, of course, the Browns, and the Browns went ahead and handled the Texans. Without Strauss in there, man, and Texans are not what they were. So it just proves how good of that rookie quarterback is. You know, C.J. Strauss. I mean, he got the awesome arm. He really, really done good this season. You can see where they're missing, but um, was you're using to Flacco. The Browns have Flacco, of course, and 36-22 over Houston, the Browns. Uh, Green Bay got back on the winning, being able to edge out the Carolina Panthers by 3 points. Um, so Green Bay won. Seattle went ahead and got back into the winning column. I know they won last week too, so it isn't like they're, I mean they were on a losing streak, but they won last week and now they're on a winning streak. So Seattle beat the Titans 20-17, and Colts Gardner Minshew lost to Atlanta Falcons, and Atlanta, we've seen them play better than what they have played in a few weeks. We've seen Atlanta go ahead and play better. They 29 Colts could only put up 10 points. Baker Mayfield, man, he's like been that hot name uh, for the Buccaneers. He has given the Buccaneers new life. And in the NFC South, they actually have a win record. So they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville could only muster up 20 points, and the Buccaneers mustered up 30. You're seeing a lot of teams that actually won this week. Like 3 or 4 teams that won. The winners had 30 points. It was not an onslaught over in Miami like a lot of people thought it was going to be. But the Dallas Cowboys went ahead and dropped one to the Miami Dolphins. So Miami basically controls their own destiny. It was 20-22. Last minute field goal. Time running off the clock. Cardinals, they beat the Bears. Or no, excuse me, sorry Bears. I really didn't mean, that was just a mistake how I read it. Cardinals lost to the Bears, 16-27. And let's see, the Broncos. I mean, I did watch a lot of the second half of this game yesterday. And the Patriots somehow I have it was one of those weird games. It was a game where Patriots were, it looked like they were going to lose. Well, it looked like they were. First, it looked, it was a boring game. Then the Patriots went ahead, and in the third quarter, the Patriots went ahead and they scored a couple touchdowns. Then it comes to the fourth quarter, and the Broncos go ahead and score a couple touchdowns and kind of come back and stuff like that. But then the Broncos tied it up with the Patriots, stopped the Patriots, and ended up kicking the game-winning field goal. The Patriots kicked the game-winning field goal over the Broncos, 26-23 at Malhide Stadium, or whatever their stadium's called now. But the Broncos lost. I mean, so Broncos are kind of on the outside looking in right now. They were the hot team. They were that team that was, control their own destination. We all know the Broncos started off really bad last year, really bad, or at the beginning of the year. I mean, they had a bad year last year too, But they started out 1-5. Uh, then they ended up making some noise, and then you know um, and ended up running, winning a few games in a row, and now they have lost like three of their last four, I think it is. So, Raiders, the team that got, and of course I did mention this before. Raiders did, uh, Raiders was able to outlast the Chiefs at Arrowhead and beat them 20-14. People must be thinking, what the Chiefs? What's going on with the Chiefs? Um, and then, of course, right now the Eagles are still ahead. You know, Giants scored a field goal, but Eagles still got 7. So Eagles are beating the Giants. Uh, Giants have 3, Eagles have 7. And of course, at 8:15 tonight, you see the Ravens, 49ers. Both these games have impact on what's going on as far as for the seating arrangements for the Detroit Lions. Both these teams, I want to see lose. I want to see the Eagles lose. I want to see the 49ers lose, and that's just because. And that's my bias to Lions. So that's why I want to see those two teams lose. Um, okay. Uh, we will kind of look a little bit at the games that we have next week. Okay. Wow. Okay. So next week 17 of 18. Uh, the wow. Thursday, the Jets take on the Browns. Thursday night football. Uh, then you have at 8:15. The Lions go and they take on the Cowboys Saturday. I hate it when they play on Saturdays when I don't have time off, and I can't take that day off either because it's a holiday. I'm just hoping because it's a holiday weekend that they don't make us work that Saturday. I would much rather work the following 2 Saturdays, but not that Saturday. So, but so Lions at the Cowboys. Uh, Titans take on the Texans. That's kind of like a who cares game. Falcons and Bears, that ought to be kind of a good one. But I'm kind of leaning towards those Bears. But who knows? The Falcons are kind of showing up a little bit right now. Dolphins and Ravens. Now next week, that's going to be one hell of a game, especially if the Ravens lose today. But so the Dolphins, right? I mean, wow. Saints at Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week. Uh, then you have the Patriots go to the Bills. Uh, you don't know what's going on with the Bills. The Bills kind of they're in the driver's seat. They can still qualify for playoffs. Um, they win the last couple games. They're in. That's that's what it is. Cardinals go to the Eagles. Let's go Cardinals! Oh gosh. Panthers go to Jacksonville. But I really want Jacksonville to beat the. No, I want the Panthers to beat Jacksonville. Actually, I just don't want and it's just an NFC North thing. That's I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not going to lie, Bears fans. I'm not gonna lie. And that's basically just you know kind of screw you, kind of screw you guys out of your draft choice or your the number one overall draft choice. But that's why I want the Panthers to actually beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I want uh, the Cardinals. Okay. Oh man. All right. I'm not. But uh, okay. Raiders will play the Colts. Um, Raiders on a 2-game winning streak right now. So that ought to be a good game. Uh, Steelers host or Steelers go to Seattle. Uh, I remember when that used to be the Kingdom. Anybody in the '80s should remember that. Any longtime Seattle Seahawks fans, they ought to remember that. Um, and 49ers, excuse me, 40. Um, oh, jeez. Okay. Um, I'm getting ahead of myself. Rams take on the Giants at Giants Stadium at the Meadowlands. Uh, then, like I said, 49ers go to the Commanders. Let's go Commanders. And I already mentioned Seattle Seahawks host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bengals go to the Chiefs. What happens if the Bengals beat the Chiefs? I mean, and nowadays it could happen. Chiefs are this Powerball franchise, but they're faltering right now. There's Broncos host the Chargers, um, and another NFC North matchup, and this one could have playoff implications. If Green Bay, and I think Green Bay needs to stay alive in the NFC, needs in order to stay alive in the playoff picture. I think Green Bay needs to beat Minnesota. Um, I don't know who I would rather play in the playoffs, Green Bay or Minnesota, because we know what Green Bay did to us, last time. So I know yesterday I said I wanted to see, Green Bay, wanted to see Green Bay win, but so and that's of course. So next week don't look like there's a Sunday or Monday night game next week. All right. So this is, and that's next week's schedule. Um, yeah. A lot of Sunday games next week, of course. Saturday games. Uh, and then but the hell will go. Well, I really don't want to jump too far ahead. But I think this is it. It just is what it is. So Packers in Chicago ought to be a great game. Uh, and that's of course the Packers host Chicago the last game of the year. Uh, Cowboys go to Washington last game of the year. Broncos last game of the year will be at the Raiders. Jaguars go to Tennessee last game. Texans go to the Colts the last game. Bills go to the Dolphins. That's it is week 18. And then you have the Eagles who will go to New York last game of the last game of the year. Seattle goes to the Cardinals. Arizona Vikings at Lions, and Falcons at Saints, Jets at Patriots, and Steelers at Ravens. Uh, Buccaneers at the Panthers, and Browns at the Bengals, and that's week 18. So that's what we're looking at. Let's go ahead and we'll pull up the standings too, because I want to pull up the stand. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? NFC North champions, baby. NFC North champions. Wow. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Steve 313 Newbury. Merry Christmas. Um, okay, so let's go with, we're gonna go with, and let's go. Okay, standings. So, uh, okay, of course the stand. Yeah, yep. Worthy North. Merry Christmas. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Uh, yeah, very, very, very Merry Christmas to you. Uh, yeah, we are the King of the North. We have won the championship. Our defense showed up. We had that takeaways. Um, one of the things I was saying earlier in my stream is that I want to see eventually Jameson Williams develop into the type of receiver, the downfield receiver that Jefferson is for the Vikings. I want to see that type of reliability from Jameson Williams. I think if we can ever get Jameson Williams and Goff on that page, on that play, then who knows? The sky's the limit. You know. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm actually seeing the replay. I got the game going on, but I'm not paying too much attention because I'm doing my stream. Yeah. Uh, but yeah. And one thing, he stayed healthy. But he's not carrying the whole load. So yeah, DeAndre Swift. He's definitely forced to be reckoned with. He's definitely been a difference maker for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, yep, exactly. Yeah, they got to put pressure on the Cowboys for sure. Dak, he's not a real big running quarterback. Uh, they got to put the pressure. They also I think one of the keys too is jump out to the lead. Um, I mean, the Lions are also, and I'm sure you've seen this, notice this too. The Lions play better when they're in the lead rather than when they got to come back from behind. Because the one thing, and if I look at the one weakness of Goff, is he seems to pressure and hurry more, try to force things more uh, when it's when he's behind. You know, yeah. Oh yeah, yep. They sure do. They got to stay on CJ name. Yeah, for sure. They got to, and they got to use that offense. Now, you know, is the Dallas defense as good? And we have seen them being good. Okay, so I'm not trying to knock them, but we have seen them being good at Dallas. But are they going to be as good as what the um what you call it, um what the Minnesota defense is. You know, uh, yeah, Goff just doesn't want to run the ball. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't. You know, and you can understand it to a extent, you know, because of course, when the running is doing its job, when runners are doing their job, when the running game is working, you got to run the ball. You know, you definitely do. Uh, it's and you know, Goff will go ahead and check out of that too. You know, but we all know if they reverse the call they took back Swift TD. Oh, wow. All right. Like I say, I got it on. Yeah, I got it on, but I'm not really watching it because. But hey, yeah, thanks for the info, man. Thanks for the info. I, I definitely am. So they ended up reversing the call. Wow. Wow. Hey, and I mean, hey, yeah, I like DeAndre Swift. All right, but you know what? I don't want to see. Yep, like I say, I'm biased. Okay, I'm biased. You know, I want to see. You know, because I want the Lions to go ahead and win. Okay, and exactly, and that's who Val wanted. That's who Val wanted. You know, he wanted, she wanted it. You know, Thibodeau because but Thibodeau and as soon as I heard that he takes off plays, you know, and that was the thing. He took off plays in college. I told Val on Detroit Lions are Pro. I said, hey, I don't want Thibodeau in there, you know, because you need somebody that's going to be dedicated, that's going to go ahead and play that ball. Go, you know. But I'm 100% with you there. You know, it's like to get Thibodeau, I mean, now, uh, so what I was saying, how do you feel as far as do you think that the Lions, uh, do you think that the Eagles or not? That's good. Scratch that. Do you think that the Cowboys defense is as good as the Minnesota defense? Is what I'm saying. Oh, wow. So he just took off on two plays, uh, yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah, or two plays ago. Yeah, you got to, we need the know, they need the self motivation. That's what the Lions need is players that are self motivated. You know. Okay. Okay. So delay game penalty. Wow. So yeah, yeah. So now it's a 10, it's a 10-3 lead for Philadelphia. Come on, we need, yeah. Plus the Cowgirls are undefeated at home. Well, you know what? It's time to just go ahead and give them a defeat because like I'm saying, and this is what. But of course, the Lions play better on the road against road teams sometimes. Though, we got to look at that too. So, but yeah, they're undefeated at so it's time they become defeated. You know, it's time because okay, Lions made the playoffs. That's great. Lions are the NFC North champs. That's great, wonderful. But I don't want to see Andy here. I want to see them shifting to another gear. I want to, I mean, hey, it's hey, I want it all, baby. This is what I'm saying. I want it all. I want them to step up their play. I want them to go in there. I want to see. I want to see Jameis. I'm noticing the Lions are starting to use Jameson Williams more, and that's great. And they're still keeping DeAndre Swift involved, or not DeAndre Swift. Gosh, but they're still keeping St. Brown involved and stuff like that. But I just think that if and you still gotta as a slot receiver and stuff, and you still got to keep St. Brown involved. But I think Jameson Williams and Goff, if they can ever get totally on key and become the type, if Jameson Williams can become the type of receiver that Jefferson is, that, oh, that Teal was. That type of reliability, the the connection where you're worried about him when he's on that field. You're worried about that deep threat. That you know, hey Tim, do you want okay? Who do I want the Lions to play in the playoffs? Huh, you know what? I'll tell you, just about every team scares you. But you know what? That's where I was. Uh, You know, even though, uh, God, it would be great to beat the Rams, but seeing Stafford in the playoffs with his comebacking ability and stuff like that, you know, it's like you know, it's kind of scary. I mean, it's scary, but I mean, is it any worse to see the Rams than like Green Bay was what Green Bay did to it because Green Bay isn't out of the playoffs yet either. You know, then you also if you look at it, you got Green Bay. Um, you could still end up having the Vikings could still make make the playoffs. You could have Seattle make the playoffs. Then you also got Dallas or or uh, or uh, or the Eagles. So I mean, so what's okay? I would rather see the Rams than the Seahawks. Yeah, because the Seahawks have had the number of Lions for the last few weeks or last few years. Exactly, and I can see where you're saying that. But who's going to be you know? Oh my gosh! I mean, who is going to be that the tougher one? Because right now the Rams are one of the hottest tickets around. You know, right now, currently. And of course, the Seahawks, now they got their quarterback back. Uh, so wow. But I mean, and if you listen to Good Morning Football, that's what they want to see. They want to see, this matchup. And I would love to see, Goff be the one to go ahead and beat Stafford at Ford Field in the playoffs. I mean that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And then I mean, and then I want to see them take care of. We got to take care of the Seahawks. We got to take care of the Seahawks. Hey, Facebook user, how's it going? How's it going? Like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's, and then, if you go ahead and you put, you go ahead and we could end up seeing, if Philadelphia loses a couple, we could end up seeing Philadelphia in the playoffs first game. You know what? I don't blame you for being a jerk to Jared Goff. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't mind Stafford winning. All right, I want to see him win and stuff like that, but I do not want to see him win against Detroit. And that, I mean, hey, I have the utmost respect for Stafford. You know, for sure, he was the man. He was the quarterback. 12 years in Detroit. Uh, but he if he is on the team that's in my way, that's in my team's way to get to the playoffs, I don't want to see it. I don't. I don't want to see him win. You know. Because he didn't. You know. I. I want. Wow. And of course, shoot, and I mean, we can see Dallas in the playoffs. You know, first game, because who knows what's going to go on, between Dallas and because one of them's going to either Dallas or Philadelphia is going to win the East. So we could end up seeing Dallas. So, uh, what do you? Okay, so do you think? I just think of so much on how much how much Stafford has led them back. I'm wearing my Adrian Peterson's Lions jersey to the Vikings game. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. He he was one he was one hell of a player for Adrian Peterson was one hell of a player for the Vikings. That's for sure. You know, I remember that year he played for us. But cool. But you can see, yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of Stafford lovers, you know, uh, and yeah, like I say, I have nothing at all against that, nothing at all. It's just, he's he's in the Lions' way right now, and if eventually we will see them, um, whether it be the first round or second round of the playoffs, we could end up seeing. Uh, Now, I want to see the Lions give Matt Patricia a loss in the playoffs. Hey, Tim, if you was in a five Lions jerseys you wanted, who would it be? Okay, Jamar Gibbs, Aiden Hutchinson, um, and I'm right now. I'm going. Okay, I'll give you current and non-current players. To my first five, I'm going to do current players. Aiden Hutchinson. Of course, Jamar Gibbs. Montgomery, St. Brown. Um, how many is that? Then I mean, golf. I gotta see. Uh, Joseph Cruz Joseph. He's definitely one. Sam Laporte, man, hey, there's more than five on there right now that I would want. You know, okay. Uh, I think I want Renee's jersey. I am always fired up with his pregame speeches when playing Kansas City Week 1. Oh, you were fine. Cool. Yeah, Panay Sue. You definitely. That's yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would definitely like to see that. I mean, Panay Sue, man. And of course, some of my if you go way older jerseys like Benny Blades, um, of course, you gotta do a Barry Sanders jersey, Kelvin Johnson, um, oh wow, um, oh man, Eric Kramer. I mean, Eric, it would be something that because even though Eric Kramer was not there too long, he was the one that kind of had that one playoff game. Uh, and Chris Spielman, one. Okay, so five current jerseys. Okay, would be current jerseys would be St. Brown, Panay Sue, Branch. Yeah, definitely Hutchinson, Gardner Johnson. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow. Yep. Because Gardner Johnson has not played that much, because of the injury, what was in week 3. So I totally, but Brian, I mean, definitely Brian Branch, uh, you know, uh, definitely, and these are definitely, so let's see, top five jerseys for me would be St. Brown, Pernille, Gibbs, Hutchinson, and whoever we draft in the first round. Now, see, that's considered future jerseys, though. But hey, that was a good take to that. That was a good. But I of course, I mean Sam Laporte too. I mean, Jeez, that Laporta, man. Uh, Past jerseys. Calvin Johnson, yup. Uh, Barry, Herman Moore, Spielman, Darius Slay. How about Melvin Jenkins? Remember that? Remember him? You know, I remember when he was one of our corners. You know, but yeah, Darius Slay. What about Golden Tate? You know, would you want him? Um, what would be your runner-up jerseys? You know, uh, okay, what would be your most five jerseys that you would want to burn? Okay, so let's go there too. What jersey would you not want to be caught dead? Yeah, running. And I know that's but the Ronnie Pete throwback. Uh, Hanson for me. Yeah, number four. Oh hell yeah, yep. And Hanson, Prater, Eddie Murray. You know, all those good kickers. Oh yeah, Reggie Bush. Yep. And if you look at it, you know, I mean, but so who would be the ones you don't want? You would not want want to be caught dead wearing. You know, I mean, as far as performance. Oh yeah, Lomas Brown is a good one for wearing. Yeah, Lomas Brown. Yeah, definitely. I remember the Browns. These are your runner. Yeah, uh, Andre Ware's jersey. I don't think I would want to be caught dead wearing Andre Ware's jersey. Uh, oh, oh gosh. Joey Arrington. Oh man, Joey. Um, mm, ah, shoot, oh, um, okay. In your guys' opinion, yeah, let's go with this. Who would be okay if you would had to hire one former coach for the Lions? Who do you think you would want to give another try to? Oh, yeah, exactly. Will Harris. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love that one. Yep, Will Harris. Why? Oh, why did the Lions keep that guy? Yeah, that's a good one. Will Harris. I love that one. I love that answer. Yeah, I mean, oh gosh, Will Harris. How about Ebron? Oh shoot, or E Bust. That's what Jim used to call him from Detroit Lions on Friday. He's called Eric E Bust. He was a bust. Uh, Damn, definitely. I definitely will Harris. Oh God. Another one I don't think that I would want would be Tavai, Jelani Tavai. I I I I don't think I would. I mean That's from a Matt Patricia guy. He was supposed to be a generational talent. They brought him in. He was slow as hell. You know, of course, as soon as the Lions cut him, uh, he went over to New England. Yeah, I think his type of play was is a. But yeah, Goodbye. I would not, definitely would not want him. Uh, yeah, jeez. So, so okay. Probably already addressed this, but okay, probably already addressed. But your thoughts on possibility of Goff's extension? Oh wow. You have Hendon Hooker in the background of this all. If Goff can go ahead and win a couple playoff games, I think we gotta stand them. I I just think so. I mean, the uh yeah, I'd be for standing Goff, especially if he wins a couple playoff games. Um, that's because there ain't there has not been. I mean, golf can be streaky, and you got to take the good and the bad and all the other stuff with it, and if he can do something, and he's already done, he's already led us to something that, and this is not a knock, and believe me, this is not a knock on Matthew Stafford, believe me. But he's already done something that Matthew Stafford did not do. It's lead us to the NFC North Championship game. You know, well, not championship, but to the NFC North title. Granted, I think there should have been a couple years we should have got it. I think they got cheated out of it. You know, but see, one of the things, as long as Goff can keep this high level play, this is and that's. I mean, did you see it where he actually got emotional yesterday? In talking because it was. I mean, they given this guy up for like you know he was just supposed to be this bridge quarterback. Uh, you know, everybody. I mean, there was people that didn't feel this way, but a lot of people felt that the Lions screwed themselves and was just going to go ahead and keep Goff was just going to be this bridge quarterback that yeah, we will handle him until we could get some. We'll deal with them until we can get somebody better. Uh, if you look at it, he has not played as well as he did last year, but we won more games than we did last year. Um, yeah. So, what's your thoughts on extending golf? And what's the deal? Do you think that you know? I mean, Hendon Hooker, he's there. Um, is he going to be able to come in next season if you don't have golf? All right. I don't see the emotions from Goff and Decker, although this is a window opening. I wonder how many more years for Decker and Ragnar. True, true. Exactly. I mean, if you look at Taylor Decker and Frank, they're both getting up there. You know, Okay, so you would extend golf. Okay, and that's of course with what we know now. Okay, now let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and put this in. Okay, let's say golf goes in, we get killed by we if we lose our next 3 games. Yeah, and of course that would be badly. Would you still extend them? And I know that wasn't the answer to this, but I mean, if you look at the improvements that he made and stuff like that, yeah. But like I'm saying, if he went ahead and I don't know, something just kind of blew up with it. But one thing about golf is he has his durability. He does not get hurt. You know, he okay. So you would okay. So even if he loses, like go because that would be losing the next 3 games, and that would mean you wouldn't even win that playoff game. Uh, okay. Because you never know what and you don't know what talents how and then Hooker would play. You know now how much because let me just say this, okay, and this of course every team needs to deal with this. How much would you give him as far as for a contract, and how much of it would you give up on the lines to go ahead and have it? Because one of the things, that's one, when you extend somebody, when when you give somebody so much money, and this goes for Mahomes, this goes for Josh Allen, this goes for like any player. How much would would you give them so much money to keep them that you hurt the team? 10 to 15 million a year. Okay, I could deal with that. I could deal with that 10 to 15 million a year. Yeah, and the reason I bring this up is just because you don't want to put so much money in where you got to you know, chop all your other plays. Because one of the things we got to look at keeping St. Brown. Uh, there's other free agents too and stuff like that. You got to look at. Um, but it's like if the Lions go far in the playoffs, too, you know, what if the Lions go ahead and actually make it to the Super Bowl under golf? Then what do you give them? You know, okay, okay, I get the golf tattoo. Uh, I get a golf tattoo on my butt if he signs for 10 million to 15 million a year. I thought he signed for 40 to 50 million a year. 45 to yeah. Yeah. I well worded. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try not to laugh, but that was a good one. But yeah, boy, and that might be what you might need to pay him. You know, I mean, and the line, and how far do you guys want the Lions? Are we looking at how far can golf take us? And anytime you look at re-signing the quarterback, this is what I got to look at when I'm thinking if you go ahead and you re-sign him, okay, then you're committing to this guy. Now, yes, you have the right people around him. He can, and he has proven that he can get a team to a quarterback because he did that with the LA Rams. Right. If you're signing him for 45 to 50 million dollars, you gotta definitely one hell of a believe that he's that man that can get you to that Super Bowl, that can win you that Super Bowl. That's what and that's what you gotta look at. Not how good he has done this year. You know, but as far as if you want to be this winning franchise, sorry, I know if the Lions get to Super Bowl, for all you guys, all you season ticket holders, I do know the ticket prices will go up. Like 313 Newbury said, like Steve said, tickets go up every year and stuff like that. You know, um, and that's what you gotta look at. Is golf the man? That if we don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, all right, and going to the Super Bowl is a big task. But is he the man? And if you Lion fans have aspirations to go to that Super Bowl, can he take us there in the next couple of years? Or does Hendon Hooker give you a better chance? Okay, if he wins a Super Bowl, maybe 25 million. Okay, all right. Yeah, I know, and I remember you telling me that, and I'll tell you what, it's unfortunately, if you're if you got a Volkswagen, you pay for a Volkswagen. But if you end up getting a Mercedes Benz, you're gonna pay for that. You know. So and that's what. But yeah, and it hurts about going up $100. That's but and that's what you guys gotta ask yourself. Do you think that golf is that quarterback to get you to the Super Bowl? Does he give you the best chance? Better than anybody else that you might want to get? All right. Well, golf has already been to a Super Bowl, yes. So I think it's clear he can do it. But I must admit, I also love watching AL versus Tennessee's games last year. Gibbs, HH, and Brian Branch all day. HH might be gold. Yep. So, yeah. Right. And of course, HH is Hendon Hooker. So, yeah. And that's, and if you look at it, what I don't want to be I don't want to be a jerk to golf. Okay, I don't want to I don't want to um, reward. I don't want to slap him in the face. As far as for what he has done, because he's definitely done it. Hey, Grandizer 12, how's it going, man? Yeah, this is Victory Monday. Yeah, yeah, victory is our cry. Yeah, and we just went ahead and seen the Vikings die. Oh, did I say that out loud? I guess I did. All right. Yeah, Hendon Hooker, he played the game last year against Alabama last year. Those game highlights are too much too fun to rewatch. And that's what and that's what I'm looking at is I the Lions have the makings of a team that can go ahead and really be relevant. You know, you know, okay. Happy holiday season greeting. Merry Christmas. Tim's Maniac Sports to all of the wonderful viewers. Definitely. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Definitely. Happy holiday season greeting. Merry Christmas. Uh, definitely. What brings out the Maniac in you? Tim's Maniac Sports. I was almost thinking about naming. One of the things about Grandizer 12, he loved the roar at four. That was um, that the lines on the prow used to do. I almost, but I was a little late coming on to call it the roar four. I almost just went ahead and gave it that name for today, just to go ahead and do that. So yeah, okay, okay, Tim. All right. Happy holidays, season greetings, Tim's Maniac Sports to all the wonderful viewers. See, and Merry Christmas. Oh, it's not so much the glasses as I was trying to read it too fast. But yeah, definitely. Roar! Yeah. Yeah, my glasses are in the car. Maniac Sports Tim, coach, player, and hero of the week. Ah, you gotta have Iffy Malifondo as being the hero of the week, one of them, coming up with that game saving interception. Uh, definitely. Um, I gotta give Aaron Glenn did a great job. All right, Tim, put out the check. Okay, put Tim, Puff the check. Maniac. Tim, is that like Puff the Magic Dragon? We are relevant now, and for the first time, Holmes now has already a good team built for him. We might go from relevant to dominant soon. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want, and that's what we were talking a little bit earlier. All right, is we're relevant. We're at that edge where we could become dominant real soon. All right. Now, one of the things I said, I got to see. I gotta see Hendon Hook or not Hendon Hooker. I gotta see Jamison Williams be as quality as reliable as Jefferson is, as Waddle is. You know. Okay, hero of the week, Kirby Joseph. Yep. Puff off the chest. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We are definitely around. 10 Maniac Sports Lions coach players bum of the week. Um. Okay. Bum of the week. Wow. See, that was a bit harder. But you know, bum of the week. And I don't want to just take one play, but when Kirby Joseph actually went ahead and got that hit that, but I know he's not the bum of the week because he had a few interceptions too. Oh gosh, wow, it's always hard to choose that bum of the week. Didn't make okay bum of the week. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer, rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor, we will keep you down. With honor, we'll keep your fame. Down the field, we gain. A Lions victory, go Lions. Bum of the week. And of course, we got to throw it Will Harris because Will Harris is always a bum of the week. Okay, bum of the week is the Chiefs lost to the Raiders. Okay, yeah, I was looking at the. I'm looking at trying to look at the Lions bum of the week. Yeah, I mean that was something where the Chiefs lost to the Raiders. Oh wow. Hmm. Yeah, and I guess you would almost need to if you even just look at the Detroit, the bum of the week too for Minnesota would be, their quarterback that threw all those interceptions. You know, I actually did not read that, but it doesn't surprise me. Tim, did you read where some Vikings, Bears, and Packer fans said the Lions don't deserve to be on top of the NFC North? Your thoughts? Screw you. I mean, and the Lions won. They went ahead and they did it. They're the ones that got the job done. You know, and maybe some sour grapes from these folks and stuff like that. But it wasn't. The refs did not bail the Lions out. The Lions went ahead and beat their butt. Now, I'm not taking anything away from those losses that to the Packers, to the to the for what you call Bears. But hell, Bears, you didn't win enough. Bears fans, you didn't win enough. Quit crying about it. We were dignified and didn't go. A lot of our fans were dignified in a lot of the shows that we have seen where we gave you guys credit when you guys won. The Lions deserved it. You guys didn't do enough to get it done. Eastern Michigan are the bum of the week. They got killed. Exactly. Lions remaining schedules 11-4. Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, remaining schedule is, yeah, and definitely, wow. That was gonna be a hard one, but I think it's time that we go ahead and we do that. We go ahead and we beat Dallas. If the Lions can go in and beat Dallas, that's something else. Uh, and also go ahead and beat the Vikings. You know, okay. Drafted according to Tankathon, Detroit Lions 11-4 currently draft position is at number 30 overall in the first round of 2024 draft. Okay, I'm all ready for the Panthers this season, and of course that is the Michigan Panthers. Yeah, I'm ready for that too. I'm ready to see the Michigan Panthers. Uh, Although I'm not as much liking the XFL and NFL or the USFL and XFL merger as I thought it was. Uh, I think a couple of the franchises, half the franchises, got kind of screwed up. Uh, when I suggested this, I wanted it to be where each of the leagues kept the teams, and then you made a bigger league. You just didn't go ahead and cut both teams in half, and both leagues in half, and keep half of the teams and franchises that you had. So that's my true feelings and thoughts as far as for the USFL XFL merger. Uh, but of course, it's not my money that was lost so much in the XFL. I don't know how much the USFL losses. All right, you heard, you heard of don't poke the bear. How about don't poke the lions or you get pawed? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, no Philadelphia Stars, no more in the USFL. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I don't think that that's fair. I think they gave up too much. Okay, NFC North standings: 11-4 Lions, 7-8 Vikings. All right, 7-8 Vikings. Okay, when last year when the fight when this score was more reversed and stuff like that, Vikings did what it took at the beginning of the year to go ahead and get it done. The Lions did what it took at the beginning of the year to get it done this year and didn't falter. Green Bay 7-8, Chicago Bears 6-9. I mean, we didn't cause guys to lose all that those games. Okay, is it our year, Jim? I'm actually Tim. This is Matt. I I think so. I think so. This is Matt from work. I know who that is. He'll call me Jim sometimes just for the hell of it. Uh, I think it's our year. So Matt, what do you think? Should the Lions re-sign golf? How much is golf worth? Um, or is Hendon Hooker and how much do you think? How much do you trust that golf is going to be able to get the Lions to a Super Bowl? If not this year, maybe in the next couple of years. I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier. All right, the Maniac Sports laughing. So yeah, yeah. Unleash the beast. Yeah, thank you. Hey, yeah, the Lions did unleash the beast. Jim, see. Okay. Okay, unleash the beast, Tim's Maniac Sports. Yeah, I tell you, my Timothy, that is a good one. That is a good one, Timothy. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Tim's Maniac Sports. Jim's Maniac Sports. No. Jim had Detroit Lions and five. Oh boy. Uh. But yeah. So what? I mean, have the game on, but I have not been really paying attention to it. I'm sorry for the game right now. So how is I know the Eagles were winning, you know. Okay, let me see if I can refresh this. But I'll tell you that as far as for back and forth games last uh yesterday, the most weirdest game that I watched yesterday would have been Broncos. Uh, the Broncos lost to the Patriots. That was a weird game. All right, our guy Timothy Timothy Becker is winning all day, every day, and twice uh, on games, twice on game day. Yeah. Oh boy. Um, I need a drink. But yeah, definitely. Okay, so the Eagles are 20, Giants gonna be three. I know the Giants have three. I was hoping the Eagles would lose, just for the seeding. But 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 going back to the you know, all fans are gonna have sour grapes as far as for what if their team gets beat. So hey, the scoreboard, the wins and loss record is what determines the NFC North Championship and any championships. So our win and loss record did it. Um, yeah, we had some struggles down the road, but definitely Lions are the ones that won the North. So it's already halftime. Wow. So hey, and I also want to congratulate the Miami Dolphins for going ahead and edging out the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. That was something. That was something. So, oh God, excuse the yawning. Oh yeah, we go and we'll change this banner back to this. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Uh but yeah, I was telling one of the guys at work yesterday, or not yesterday, uh Thursday. I was telling them what I want for Christmas is the Lions to win the Super Bowl, and oh, that would be great. You know, that would be great if and you know, hey, now you're going into playoffs. Now you gotta play at a different level. You gotta play at a higher level. Um, there's no any team that makes the playoffs. Hey, they can be scary. But whether it be Stafford, you've seen Stafford playing against the Lions, whether you got to go up against Jordan Love, who knows who's going to make the playoffs? You know, Lions are not the ones that went ahead and and especially to you Packer fans. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I I'm not sorry. Okay, I'm not sorry to say this, especially Lions did not cause you guys to lose the last couple games. You guys did that on your own. Uh, last couple games before this one, and you guys barely beat the Carolina Panthers. So your fans want to talk to us, want to go ahead and put up some BS as far as the Lions don't deserve to win the NFC North. I mean, yeah, Packers, you came in and you kicked our butts on one of the games, Thanksgiving Day. You guys did that. Okay. Tim, so memories, main question. How is this year, 12-4, different from the 1991 season that uh, that 12 and okay, now one of those things, uh okay, how is this different? Uh this team there's definitely more teams in the playoffs. All right. Uh Lions, a lot of people said it was a system that did it. I think we got better players than what we had back then. It's about our running back. You gotta say our running back I think was better back then because Bear was better than if you match him up against Gibbon and Gibson Montgomery. Uh I think our coaching staff is better. I think the grit, the quality, the ownership. How is it's just now one of the reasons, one of the things that last year the Lions did go ahead and was able to beat teams like that. So this is one of the things that I'm thinking. If if the Lions can go ahead and beat Dallas next week, all right, then that 12-4 with 16 games. That's 12-4, 16 games. So that's the same amount of games that was in the regular season back then. All right. 1991 stats. Site. Football Outsiders. Summer. Summed it up. Detroit Lions season. That's two. Detroit. The Detroit Lions were one of the most inconsistent teams of the year, which happens to win 12 games. But, all right, losing 45-0 to Washington and 35-3 to San Francisco. So when they got walloped, they got walloped. Uh, Otherwise, it's a little hard to tell why they ended up only 17 inefficiencies. The Lions did have too many, didn't have too many super close ups. Excuse me. See, I was trying to read faster than what I was trying to assume. Uh, didn't have too many super close victories, but did go 4-0 in games decided by touchdown or less. All right. They did practically take advantage. They didn't particularly take advantage of long plays with only 4 games of 50 yards or more. They did have the benefit of an extra from fumbles on defense and recovering 15 of 23. And I remember back then, Ray Crockett and Melvin Jenkins, they created fumbles. All right. Uh, they also benefited from poor opponent special teams. 1999, 1991 career-ending injury that befell guard Mike Lee. Thumbs up for Mike Lee. Yeah, I remember he got paralyzed right on the field. Then not only did that happen, Eric Andersack also ended up losing his life uh, mowing his yard. Yeah, Ray Crockett. Yeah, I'm Ray Crockett. Ray Crockett, and Melvin Jenkins, those two. You know, yeah, they would force turnovers. They were really good. And one of the things is the run and shoot had opened things up for Barry because you had to worry about you had to go ahead and worry about the you know guarding the receivers because it was like a lot of short passes. Uh, there was a lot of excitement. Yep, right. Yep. Yeah. Both. Yeah. We had two good quarterbacks or cornerbacks. You know, and of course, Rodney Pete did did that. That run and shoot. You know, you had you know you didn't have the tight end back in that system. You had a four wide receiver set all the time with that run and shoot. So you didn't carry tight end on the team, uh, and it was designed so that they could go ahead and get the short passes, but then they could also spread out the field. But yeah, I mean, thank you, Granddad 12 for the stats. You know, uh, you know, uh, and shoot, the Lions, the Lions went in and beat in their playoff game. They beat Dallas twice that year. They beat Dallas at Dallas and in the playoff, but they killed Dallas twice that year. But they lost to Washington twice that year. Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. They killed Dallas twice that year, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. It was excitement too. But I think one of the main things is the culture here has changed, and it wasn't It wasn't so much the system. Yeah, it this year is not so much the system as is, you know, the players that we got. Shoot. Uh, okay. Tim, didn't the Lions in the run and shoot carry a tight end solely for blocking? I don't think so. I don't think so. I see they might have, but it was it was the because I know once they left the run and shoot, they had to go looking for tight ends, like adding an extra blocker. It looked weird to see how the Lions and Falcons do that. However, if it was fun football, it was fun football. And it, that was designed to, yeah, to make maybe. I mean, you would think so, and of course that was when you just used the one, because I remember there was times, and this was probably after the run and field where they thought, well, because they didn't carry a fullback either. And people had thought, well, they should put that in to help block for Barry. Free for all Mondays with Tim Becker. He's a victim of the modern age. Hit that like button. Show your support. Yeah, thanks. Definitely hit that. One Pride biting kneecaps. Cue the growling sound. You asked for it, you got it. Yeah, definitely. Hit that like button. Yeah, and enjoy. Enjoy this. Enjoy this victory. You know, um, and thanks to everybody who came on. And you know what? It didn't even seem like I've been on for almost 2 hours. That doesn't seem like it. You know, hope everybody had the great holidays. Uh, a great Merry Christmas. Whew, ah, but yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for coming in, for watching, for joining, for participating. So yeah, the Detroit Lions. I, I I think we're gonna see this. This. I just think the Lions are going to do stuff, and oh, oh boy. Um, you know, yeah. Like, subscribe, share. Man, Lions. Uh, let's see what you got. Tim, I was bumming that running shoe system never won a Super Bowl. Lions, Falcons, Oilers all had great players. Some of Hall of Famers, they could not play outside in the element. Yes, that's true. Strong yawning, like somebody wants, like something wants to come out, but it's stuck. Sometimes something has to pop. Yeah, that's true. Oh gosh, but yeah, and the people that I always thought, because after that 12-4 season, you know, uh, the Lions went right away from that. The very next year, they dropped the run and shoot. They went to a two tight end back offense and stuff like that because they said the defense figured it out. Uh, Maniac coach, the nice stacker. Oh, gosh, dang. Uh, Season 1, Episode 16, Demons in Lace. Oh boy. All right. There's a growl. Uh, actually, I had chicken. Yeah. All right, now she's over visiting her parents, her mom and her sister. So that's where she's at right now. Uh, so what about you? What did you? We spent some time earlier together. Oh, what about you? What did you have for dinner? Ah, actually, it was 40 something today. 40 something. Yeah, yeah. What do you? God, I'm sorry about the yawn. How is the weather out there? Did you have to shovel snow? Nope. And like I said, it was 40 something. Not a bit of snow on site compared to how it was last year. Last year we had one heck of a storm. Um, in all the years I have never. I mean, it was so bad. Last year it was uh, last snow, but we ain't. We have not had hardly any snow this year so far. So that's great in my book. God, oh, my body's trying to tell me something. Oh, so the New York Giants did get a touchdown, so it's now 10-20. Wow. Okay, so I guess I've been yeah, like I said, I'm not really paying to it. I have the game on. I'm not really paying attention because and if you ever see me looking this way, and I do this especially when I'm streaming while the Lions games are going on, it's just a setup I got because I got this monitor. I got two monitor system, and the one monitor is so big that if I don't look to the side, then I don't see my TV in the background. Ah, so, Grandizer, how about you? What did you have for dinner? Did you enjoy your Christmas? Uh, I know pretty much everything here is closed up. There's no restaurants in town that's open or anything like that. You know, so but yeah, probably I'm gonna get off here at least for a while. I may get back on later. Uh, I've been I've been on here for a couple hours now. But yeah, you guys like subscribe. To Maniac Sports. Uh, I I mean, not so much. I do gotta take a break for a while. Uh, but yeah, it's been real. It's been real, and I think you know, I think the Lions did great. I think the Lions marched right down the field. They showed them. You know, they Just because you didn't win, by 30 points, or whatever, uh, doesn't mean you didn't deserve it. God, that means they didn't deserve to be the NFC North champions. They did. They beat the teams they needed to beat. You know, but with that, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Uh, I need to give me something to wake me up for sure. So this is Tim's Maniac Sports. Everybody stops in. 313 Newbury. Of course, Grandizer 12. Always all the information, all the research that Matt from work stopped in, and also Detroit fan man. That if the Lions go, or if Jared Goff only gets like $10 to $15 million, he's gonna have a tattoo on his butt. Man, he's laughing. Uh, but yeah, so okay, so let's just all right. Let's read these few things. It's him. I, I made out of opinions that I'm the opinion that the 91 Lions team was slightly better. They had a lot of really good players. Jerry Ball, yep. Benny Blaze, yep. Herman Moore, yep. Barry Sanders, Chris Billman, Lomas Brown. Yeah, they did. Uh yeah, definitely. They did have those players. Ray Crockett, Jim Arnold, Eddie Murray. Yeah, they definitely had a hell of a lot better kicker than we got right now. Brett Perriman. Yep. Herman Moore, Brett Perriman, definite. And actually, the 91 team was Herman Moore's first year with our. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You just woke up a little while ago. Got coffee. I got coffee, chili beans from Costco to eat. Wow, that's yeah. Well, I got a snack basically from I got a chicken from a rotisserie chicken from one of the supermarkets here yesterday that I can heat up. Yeah, but yeah, definitely my sentiments exactly. Uh, Maybe if I wouldn't feel so tired, I would stay on and stream more. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining the stream. Please hit that like button, subscribe button. Please share. Stay healthy, happy, safe, blessed. Have a great week. One pride. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, and I know I still got 4 people here watching. Thank you guys very much. But yeah, and of course I will be on before the new year. I'm hoping that after the new year I can get on a regular schedule and actually have my. I want to try to go after the new year. Go having the 11 a.m. schedule again. Try to do that. Oh, okay. Summer sausages with cheese. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. But I will talk to you. Special Merry Christmas to you, Grandizer 12. And happy holidays. Happy New Year. Uh, Congrats on Miami Dolphins yesterday. You know, that was awesome. Um, yeah. But this is Tim Maniac Sport. Thank you guys very much. Cue that like button, cue everything, and go Lions, one pride.